guys, welcome back to another edition of What's New in the Library. So it is officially spooky season. It's October 1st, my favorite month. And some of my favorite books fall in the genre of spooky books. So I have some that I want to recommend to you today. Don't forget, the section where you're going to find books about ghosts or ghost stories is going to be the mystery and suspense section, and it is the one with the dark blue stickers on the spine. It looks like this. So I have a couple that I want to talk to you about today. The first one is called City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. This was a Truman Award nominee a couple years ago, and it's about a girl named Cass that was in a really bad accident and she almost drowned. And she technically did drown for just a little bit and died just for like a little bit, long enough to grant her the powers to cross over the veil. That's what they call it in this book, like where you can cross over into the other world, like where ghosts live. And so because she can cross over to the veil, she can come back and forth, and she met someone there, and it's her very best friend. It's a ghost, and which would be fine, right? Except for her parents are ghost hunters, and her parents do not know that she is very best friends with a ghost. So again, this is City of Ghosts. It's in dark blue, FIC, and the author's last name is SCH. So look for that one if you're interested. Another one I'm going to tell you about is called Small Spaces. It's by Catherine Arden. It's located in dark blue, ARD. It is about a girl that she loves books, and one day she goes to the river by her house, and there's some creepy old lady there, and she has a book that she's like getting ready to throw in the water. And so the girl's like, "Don't do that, I love books, don't throw books in the water." So she saves this book from the weird crazy lady, and she starts reading it. And in this book is the story of these townspeople that died, and they're kind of weird, creepy stories. Well, they go on a school field trip the next day, and they go to this farm that's kind of scary and spooky, and she finds the graves of the people that she was reading about in this mysterious book that this weird old woman had. And so she finds the graves, and not only is that weird, but then their bus breaks down, and these things start coming out of the field, and the bus driver is weird, and the bus driver's like, "Y'all better get out of here because they're coming for you," like really creepy signs, right? And then all of a sudden on her watch, she gets a message on her watch from a mysterious number, and it says, "Run." So she runs off the bus and tries to save herself. She tries to save her friends. It's a really scary book. I know the cover might not look very scary, but this is one of the scariest books I have here in the library. So again, that is in the mystery and suspense, and the author's last name is ARD. This one, I have not read this book before. The Owls Have Come to Take Us Away, but I wanted to read a little bit, like read the inside thing here. I think that will really get you. It says, 12-year-old Simon is obsessed with aliens, the Greys, the ones who take people and do experiments. When he's too frightened to sleep, he listens to the owls hoot outside. Owls that have the same eyes as the aliens, dark and foreboding. Then something strange happens on a camping trip, and Simon begins to suspect he's been abducted by aliens. But is it real? Or is it just the overreactive imagination of a kid who loves fantasy, books, and computer games, and is the target of bullies? So this one is in the same section. The author's last name is SMI. And then the last two books I want to tell you about, these are also located in the dark blue section. They are the same author, SAN. I like these books because every chapter is a different story. So there's 13 stories in each one. So if you check these out and you start reading the first story and you're like, "Nah, I don't really like this," go to the next one. You don't have to read them in order even. You can pick which ones you want to read. So these are Dare to be Scared and Double Dare to be Scared, and they're located in the dark blue section. A couple other things I want to tell you about the mystery and suspense section is I have purchased these plastic tubs that look like this, and you'll find them all over the library. And I have put in authors that are really popular that you guys love, that you always ask me about. So they're super easy to find, so you can walk in and go straight to Mary Downing Hahn, and all of the books that are in will be in this tub. I really recommend Mary Downing Hahn. She's probably the most popular author that we have over in that section. And another super popular author we have in that section is R.L. Stine. So this guy, he has written so many books, and he writes everything from super creepy books like Fear Street books all the way to books books that aren't as scary, like Goosebumps. Okay, so that is R.L. Stine. Those are two authors that I really recommend in that section if you like to be scared when you read. So check out one of those books, and happy reading. Great new books this month in nonfiction. The first one is a new Who Was or What Was book, but it's a little bit different. This one is a What Do We Know About Blank. So that's part of the new series that they've come out with. And this one is What Do We Know About the Winchester House? So this book is about a creepy house that was built in California with a bunch of stairs that don't actually go anywhere and doors that don't open, and it is supposedly haunted. So check this one out and see what you can find out about the Winchester House. This is a new set I have. The first one is Serpents and Werewolves, Stories of Shapeshifters from Around the World, Ghosts and Goblins, Scary Stories from Around the World, and Magic and Misery, Traditional Tales from Around the World. Next up, we got Ghastly Gothic Mansions, Spooky Museums and Frightening Farmhouses, Surviving an Alien Invasion, Drones and Flying Robots, Stunts, so this is all about movie making. And the last books here in nonfiction are 5 books from around the world, different countries. So in that 7th grade countries project, these will come in handy. In comedy this month, remember that's that gray sticker I got in the newest book from the Last Kids on Earth series. And I also got in 4 new ones. It's The Long Lost Diary of the World's Worst Astronaut, World's Worst Knight, Pirate, and the World's Worst Dinosaur Hunter. In romance, that light pink sticker, this one is called 40 Words for Love by Aisha Saeed. In graphic novels, I got in some more copies of the Heartstopper series because I can't keep it on the shelf. You guys keep asking me for it, so I got another copy of those in. Also got the Heartstopper yearbook and Nick and Charlie. And then another series that you guys have been asking me about is the Babysitters Club. Check that out, y'all. I got every single one of the Babysitters Club and the Babysitter's Little Sister. I got a copy of those all in, so those are located in graphic novel. I also got in another copy of the I Survived series graphic novel. And then a new one's called Hooky and Hooky 2. And then Katie the Cat Sitter, a popular one with some 7th graders. And then Cleopatra in Space. And another copy of Jellaby. And the final one this month in graphic novels is Who Was Accused in the Salem Witch Trials.